is the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Pause, I'm back. Make it Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators, don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know, we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe, we're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't wanna trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, we'll take you to another place. And now you'll chase the red candle, can't stand you. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high.
Good morning, Wall Street Pete. Sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? You've come to the right place. Viral videos in the super chat. What's going on? Good morning to you and the rest of the wolves. A little bit of the update, right? Some crypto news up right now. Currently, you're not going to believe it, but the S&P 500 is on the chart. Yes, crypto technical analysis every day. You hit the like, subscribe for this gentleman. We go over crypto news, and today S&P. Just wanted to go over it because I usually don't share this stuff with you guys. Looking at the daily, and currently right now getting a nice bounce this morning. As we're seeing here, 8:21 left. Almost 8.5 hours before a new daily candle. Are we finally getting a V-shaped recovery? That is the question, and that is what's to find out. Looking at the relative strength on the daily, currently right now we're pretty low. So I am looking to see if we're going to get a short-term relief coming here into the afternoon. That would be nice. Excuse me one second. But a lot of people here have been following me, right, for a little bit now. And I'm going to go over a couple things real quick before we really get settled. 921, almost 922 total billion market cap. Not bad. We're okay. Like I said, we have to stay above the three quarters, which is 750 billion. Very important. Bitcoin options. We have Ethereum options up, obviously. I'm still expecting this big move for Ethereum. If you see here, 1.5 million in Ethereum versus just a couple 100,000, if barely. Not even, it's under 200,000 for Bitcoin. So looking to expire here, if you pay attention to this chart, currently on the call, open interest. A lot of people are believers in the long term. Looking for a 1.7 million Ethereum, and a lot of puts here saying 416,000 Ethereum. So that's pretty interesting as we're looking at this chart right now. Obviously, the bulls are looking to overwhelm that. And if I show you the extremity of this, or how important this is, the extremity, look at this. This is the expiration date of the end of the year. So interesting to see that difference there, how we have such a big amount of volume coming into September. A lot of people know September is not really a good month, and I guess they're watching Wall Street, Pete. No, they know the last 6 months, 6 years have sucked for this month. So they're going to buy it before we go up in October. Currently, right now, in extreme fear. Right now, as you can see here above my head. Obviously, yesterday, extreme fear. Last week, extreme fear. Last month, extreme fear. Do you know where we've been? Yeah, we've been in extreme fear. That's exactly where they want us to be, so it's working out to their plan here. Recently, though, I did want to see this. I took it upon myself. Like I said, none of this is financial advice. You do your own research. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, all notification if you do enjoy some of the research we do. Ethereum options gaining, right? I wanted to go back and see how far back we keep doing this. And then I started reading some articles, right? August 4th. Are Ethereum options gaining more interest than Bitcoin? Go back, look again. There's another article on July 27th. Going back again, they just keep talking about it. They don't stop. Then I go back even further and I look again. Our Ethereum options were back in March now. I'm like, wow, it's like, do they really want Ethereum, or do they really just want people to read that Ethereum is the one to buy? And that's kind of what I'm basically telling you guys. Be careful of the clickbait BS, and I'm not that type of person. So I try not to give it clickbait. I try to give a good title. Yes, I would be stupid if I didn't give myself a good title, but I try to stay away from this that kind of stuff. You know, I don't like that clickbait. So do your own research. I was checking it out. From this video here, Terra Luna Classic. A lot of people love this. This was very few days ago now. I don't know how old this is. I'm trying to get to where it is or where it says it's sorry for that. I don't know why I don't have that. There it is. It's only 3 days old. And look at the high volatile stuff. You hit the bell notification. Wall Street Pete comes to you with this information. If you were a part of this trade, congratulations for you. Look at the trading. Look at this price. The price here currently is at 0.00022. And listen to what I say. If you hear, I said there's going to be an 80% chance. We come all the way down to the 2,000 level here, 0.0002. You'll be able to buy it ahead. We'll be coming all the way up, starting to go sideways, boring action at the 31.5. If God darn it, it didn't happen. But let's listen up. Flipping resistance, right? This is Luna Terra Classic. If you're interested, you should be super excited. This would be a ride of hell. Up to the resistance, people would go apeshit on this. And this is what I think is going to happen. If we do break through, then we're going to find support in that range. It's a very, very small range. I don't want to keep killing it, you know, riding a dead horse here, but you have to. Beat a dead horse if you have to. If I have to keep doing this to get this into your brain and help you understand what is happening or occurring, we're getting the inverted head all the way down to a possible 2,000 now. So don't say, oh, crap, I'm buying everything. Wall Street Pete said so. No. Calm the hell down. Pull some indicators out. Get some confirmation. Well, my confirmation has told me that 2,000, if I repeat the fall of August 19th, which was what? 6 days ago? If we repeat the RSI levels fall of 6 days ago, we're going to keep and continuing falling until 2,000. Big woo-hoo-wah. So I'm going to say, not financial advice, but gentlemen, just let me tell you, you have to pay attention to your own research. It's important. But hit the like and subscribe. There's a huge chance, and I want to say an 80% chance this head is coming. A lot of people are getting scared of the market. A lot of people see this. And of course, we're going to go to the charts. We're going to pay attention to that. So I just want people to get it. One person told me I got lucky. I mean, I got lucky through every single up and down on that chart. Are you kidding me? We called the head. We called the right shoulder. We called the inverse. Cut it out. Obviously, you don't watch Wall Street Pete if you're just going to come in and chime in for that. Shame on me for paying attention to what the haters are saying, right? So we should not be worrying about what they're doing or saying. But obviously, right after that, I said 80% here would come into the head. Well, if you dollar cost average and you did not worry about this big fall, liquidity grab to the bottom, as the whales got many people panicked or liquidated out of their positions, you'll find out that we are doing perfectly in this chart, right? Look at this. This is the head inverted. We're finding support exactly along the slope, coming back into the right shoulder now. So what's going to happen? Well, we're going to most likely test Terra Luna Classic if anyone is interested. We're going to keep testing that price, as I said, if not build support or resistance on these levels. Then what will happen is you'll get one more tug, which we did get here, which is probably where we're at right now. So if you see that, take this over. What if I could do this? Can I move the shoulder? So imagine. This is what we did, right? Look, and this is what I said. The shoulder was coming, right? I have the shoulder about here. And this is what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're getting the shoulder to the upside. It's exactly as predicted. It's just in a different form. Obviously, it would take time. Oh, shoot. I wish somebody in the Super Chat said, hey, Pete, half your head is showing, and a quarter of your eyeball. Good morning to you. And hit the like and subscribe if you like this stuff. We called it right on the video, obviously, a minute ago. Everything is timestamp proof best we can. Not the video, but the actual date of when we did the video, and proof that the price was falling, and I told you it would fall a little more, where to buy, and then we, boom, came right back up. So, I mean, really, it's getting old. We're still not getting the publicity or perhaps the, I guess, the fame we should be, but that's okay. We'll be quiet. We'll be flying under the radar, and we'll be an excellent channel, so maybe we'll whisper from now on. So what I see happening is a shoulder. We'll test this a few times until the shoulder does decide it's going to break out. So pay attention to that. The price could all the way come down to 28, which we're obviously fooling around with right now. So there it is, the bottom of this trend. You see this dotted green dot right here? Coming all the way down this slope. We will fight this to the very last magnitude here and then hopefully break through it. We'll find ourselves either at the 30... No, we can't fight at the 3,300. what I see is a 31.6. We've obviously talked about this over and over. Until we break there, we won't be going anywhere. So pay attention to that. There's lots to talk about if we ever did break it and come back up again. Like I said, I expect dead cat bounces. What I can show you, I want to remove a lot of this garbage. It looks a mess. 4-hourly candle, just showing you a lot of the mess that's been happening. And 31.5 we told you was coming. You can see the cup and handle clear as day as I showed you was coming. That's the half of the cup. Here it is, the full cup coming in, bouncing off my lines perfectly. So it doesn't get any better sometimes when you look at it that form. A few things to talk about here. Some altcoins to get out of the way. What is happening here? Well, we are having some boring sideways action. This is Ethereum. Ethereum Classic. And what is happening now, a lot of people are starting to mine this instead of the Ethereum because you could no longer do it through the proof of work. It's over, right? Proof of stake. You can now basically stake your Ethereum, so now you can't mine it. So now everyone's jumping to the Ethereum Classic to mine it. Let's get to a daily price and see what's been happening. It seems like it's been following the S&P. Pretty interesting, right? Let's pay attention to that because there are a few things that are doing a little bit different than that. I find this very interesting as we can watch this. What's this here? The daily. Something's been going up for a while now, and I want to find out which one it was. If you pay attention, everything's been going down. I'm showing you the daily. This is Cardano. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've been having nothing but falls over and over and over. I think it was Biconomy. Now, what is having... anybody? Oh, there it is, Chainlink. Ha ha ha! I found it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to bring to the attention, I'm sorry, I got to start putting notes down. I have to start putting notes down because this is a live channel. And it's great information on a recording, but you hit the bell, all notifications, so you can chime in into the middle of the chats. And I want you to understand, I pay attention to assets and things that are doing something different. And this is exactly what it was. So, Dustin, if you chimed in before I got to this, you are a genius. I wish I could give you something right now for being that amazing. So I know there's a lag behind. And if somehow you said Chainlink before I got to the video, please toot your own horn and said, yes, I did. Because that is amazing, because that's exactly what I was talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a row. I said it right before you said it, laugh out loud. I love this effing channel so much because we have some of the greatest followers in the world. Some of you people don't realize, but you should probably be able to come in one day. Does anybody have... I want to get one of the social media apps where I can start having a couple guests onto the show. Maybe we could do that. So we're going to find a way to do it because I really want to start bringing people in. I'm enjoying it so much. We talk about the open interest. If I flip back to Bitcoin, as you pay attention, Bitcoin's highest peak here is 110,000 in open interest. I'm not really interested. If I read it, what is happening, no surprise, a 50-50 split between the people who are longing and shorting on interest for this particular asset. So pay attention to coinglass.com. I really do like it. I'm just going to start showing you tools that I use as we go out through the years of the channel. Maybe you're going to learn a lot. Maybe eventually by 2023, I'm going to teach you how to trade on leverage. I've gotten a lot of feedback that people want to know. So that's kind of cool. Mia, fire in the house, what's going on? We have the wolves watching. It's a wonderful thing. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Currently, right now, though, what is happening? Well, I have a daily on Chainlink, and I want to see what is happening because I do want to break this down. I'm pretty excited to see what is happening. It's doing something completely different. We already know in the last 7 days, Chainlink has been doing something different, right? You can't really put your head on it, but what is it? And currently, right now, you can tell it's fair enough to say resistance here has been a problem. And I'm going to go all the way back, support all the way from May 22. Is that? No, May 9th, 2022. 4-hourly chart. We've been having this problem for a while. And what is the ultimate spot where I have circled? That's what I want to pay attention to. That's $9.30. So paying attention to the price we're currently at, and then I want to break down this $9.40 price more than anything in the world. Let's get a little lower because I see it here on the chart. Okay. So right here, and this is going to be an adjustment for Chainlink. Have a mess from obviously before. But if you pay attention, did not expect to do Chainlink, but hey, I was watching it beforehand and did see what was happening. We got a price here that we want to talk about. Don't really care. We're going to start over here. We're going to talk about this now, what's been happening. Get some indicators out. This is very important. How's everybody doing this morning? Looking at this right now, 4-hourly short-term time frame. Yes, we've been going up for 7 days. Yes, I would expect this to start hitting resistance wherever it may be. But what is the ultimate move when it starts spiking? Well, I'm going to start paying attention to that because that's starting to become something now. We know $9.40 is a big price action. I'm trying to beat the whales. I want to become a whale. Well, you better beat the whale. You better think like a whale. $9. I do believe $9.18. I want to just round it off to $9. Do what you got to do. Get the hell out. I do see a peak on the neckline before it breaks at $8.90. That would be something else maybe you want to pay attention to. That is completely up to you, but $8.90. We could beat everybody right now. What has been happening is we're gaining steam momentum. It could break right through. You'll be a miserable prick if you sell. So dollar cost average in and dollar cost average out. But right now I got my eyes on Chainlink. Would I start buying now if I wasn't in? No. There's a reason why people say you buy the red days. I have a little meme on Instagram floating around. Grandma, grandpa, dad, whoever, right, told you to save money for rainy days. There'd always be rainy days to come ahead. Well, that's one of them. So pay attention to that. Currently, right now, we're low here, possibly on the daily and the weekly. It doesn't look so great, right? I'm talking about the RSIs, what we were just looking at. And you can see here this magnitude, this fall. We've taken all the way from April into the same time frame that Bitcoin has taken. So new lower lows each time. I talked about Biconomy, right? The Web Layer 3 Ethereum blockchain. And it's kind of similar on this chart right here for Chainlink. Looking at the weekly, it really does show these price levels. So I say you want to beat the whales, open up, zoom in, pay attention really what we're looking at here, because this is beautiful. A lot of people may think this is just scribble, but I can help you. What is happening is old resistance support, is flipping into support. So you see resistance here. Now this is old support. I can't even talk right now. Old support, and now it's new resistance. That's what we're doing. And we're talking about all the way from 2 years ago. So if you really break it down from a weekly perspective, you see here, well, right before we had the support again, we broke right through. So $12.60 when I do get to that price. And don't tell me Chainlink is never going to trade that again. You're not going to tell me that's not possible. It's going to blow through that price. But I do want you to know that I do expect humongous resistance coming in on a high volatile wave when this does happen. Say it's trading here and all of a sudden that happens. Well, this is kind of what I'm expecting. So take it for what you want. But that would be a nice confirmation that we were heading back in the right direction. So Mama said there would be days like this. Yes. So pretty much what I'm talking about right now. I'm glad you're listening and completely understanding the analogy. And this is what we do on the show. I'm enjoying this with you guys, right? I'm enjoying this ride. It's very early in the crypto space. And if you could just get a tidbit of what something was worth, if you could just get a tidbit of what possibly something was worth when everyone believed in it, you can start getting some understandings, right? One of the tips, what I say to people when I talk about trading is pay attention to its price history. Sometimes that's more important than not, than anything else. All the TA in the world is beautiful. We love it. We use it. But more importantly than not, where did it come from? Where did it go, right? Some very important information values in your brain to keep really sometimes, right? 69 cents, no pun intended. I'm a gentleman. It just happens to be 69 cents. I swear I did not do this on purpose. But 69 cents, Chainlink, right? And if you think about all these shit coins and all these altcoins, this is the ultimate dream of what we look at for Chainlink as a beautiful path for, hey, you better do something, you little shit, right? I did a meme on that too for Instagram. And if you follow me on Instagram, it's a great place. wallst.pete. Check us out. We have a good time memes. We have a good time with charts. And if you see right here, this is a beautiful price. But a lot of people might not think so. $4.63. Well, we had major resistance for the first time this thing was developing. And what would I tell you? Well, if we went and exploded up to the top and crypto goes about 90% down and scares the living bejesus out of you, well, perhaps one day we're going to trade that again. And that's what people don't understand. And then what happened? Well, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come all the way down just to show you liquidity grab to $5.22 on this chart. So if I was a believer that this wasn't done falling, crypto could possibly still go. This is a possibility, ladies and gentlemen. we're not to the bottom yet, right? We can get some of these moves coming before we get back to the upward direction. So this is the things I pay attention to. I have a lot of levels out here. You want to beat the whales, 890. As I was saying, on the next bull run to the upside, if you're accumulating Chainlink, you're one of those people. I get what you're doing. Other levels, as you can see here, I have many levels. This is what the whales see here on a resistance. I want to do like a, this is funnier. I want to do what the whales see and what we should do. You know what I mean? So like what the whales see is the resistance at $9.18. What we should do is get out at $8.90. Because I'm telling you right now, they make their moves sooner because they got the money to do it. Not an expert on TA, but on the weekly from April, looks to me like it broke down the trend to massive move, but out of the downtrend. And I'll tell you right now, I look at this, a lot of these do that. Dustin, I appreciate your comment in the live chat. This is exactly what I said the other day for Biconomy and for a lot of the assets. Pay attention to the growth when it was starting before it blew up. And now pay attention to this. We're getting similar action, right? And I don't know if people can agree with that. But in the breakdown, we really are getting very similar action. So put that in for what it's worth, whatever consideration you'd like. But obviously you have levels here. I do this for everybody. Instead of being a fool and crying, right? And I like to cry. I'm a big crier. Hey, you get my way, goddammit. Well, instead of letting everyone know about it, buy the dip $4.60 next time it comes. And you're going to see here, oh, wow, Wall Street Pete showed me when this thing was about to explode and develop, it started hitting the price. And God forbid it does that, which you probably missed the boat, because that $5.20 here that's sitting at the liquidity grab, a lot of people jumped on that and they got that. And Chainlink is developing so fast and doing so well in the fundamentals, never mind this TA here, it may never do that. That would establish a new higher low. So pay attention to that. A lower high or higher lows, right? We talk about them on our channel. We talk about all the different patterns. We talk about falling wedges. We talk about descending triangle patterns. We talk about a lot of different things, right? And right now, this is boring sideways action. If I threw some indicators out, I'm going to get off Chainlink in a second. Obviously, we've been talking about it for a long time. But when I talk about this for a while, there's a reason. So looking at the weekly chart, as you can see, double top pattern formations, everybody sees them, everybody knows them, right? Then continue to give me them and continue to tell me, like, if you don't get out, this was your last chance, you're an idiot, get out, wake up. That song, wake up, wake up, wake up. Got that sexual healing, baby, sexual. When I get that feeling, I get sexual healing, sexual. And we used to do this all the time on the channel, right? We used to sing all the time, whether it was good or bad. It's morning, definitely bad. But I'm showing you the double top patterns, and you get excited because, come on, weekly patterns showing you stuff like this. What am I expecting? What am I expecting? Well, we're not going to get immediate growth, right? We're not going to just blow up. So what I would expect is the same pattern, but just down here. So if you pay attention to what I'm trying to tell you, it's going to take time for us to recover. I keep saying it and saying it. It's almost like people don't believe in it. Double bottom pattern. Well, we haven't done that in a minute on the weekly. So guess what? Most likely, we're going to go into a house spin, possibly again, after we do whatever we do up here. It doesn't matter where we go, what we do. If we start breaking confirmations above the top here at the 58 level on the weekly, then yeah, we'll talk about that. We don't get resistance from there. Then we're going to talk about how this thing is off to the races and something different's changing. But right now, currently, that's about where I'm expecting us to go the furthest up on the weekly chart for Chainlink. So if you want to pay attention to that, play around and put your own little things in there, you could really pay attention to that. What I expect is a downward spin back to hell, back to prices where people can buy again. Another opportunity, if I would explain it to you in a better format, maybe like dummies, crypto or trading for dummies, or that's how I like to use it for me, not for you guys. This is the kind of saying for me. When I look at the charts and I look at the weekly on the S&P 500, I see something similar, and I don't see an economy turning around anytime soon. And right now, the peak of the price we were at was the beginning of January 2022. So that's the best the economy looked, was the beginning of this year. So if you can understand how that comes into perspective, it's very important. A good one, what's going on? Right now we're talking about the S&P 500 and how important it is to pay attention to what the rest of the market's doing in necessary to it, right? The results are astonishing, but if you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, this is a weekly, right? And the weekly chart for the S&P has been nothing but dead cat bounces in a falling wedge pattern that is coming down. So I really don't see that stopping. Currently, right now, your very, very first stop is going to take you somewhere to about where my arrow sends you. So if you're paying attention to this, you may want to understand that this thing is probably going to repeat back down, possibly even go lower. This is probably even not the bottom of the wedge. This is probably going to keep going. I don't know if anyone understands that. Currently, right now, the Feds, and let me explain something to you how it's working. The Feds have no faith in, or at all, in that this inflation being fixed. Not many times I talk about this on the channel. Sometimes I feel like it's almost like a politics situation, and I'm not into politics. I fucking hate them. Why? I just sounded like Christopher Walken, I don't know. But we talk about certain things that are very important to the crypto world, and this is one of them. And I want you to see what's happening. So I got a few levels. Currently paying attention to what is happening. Very brief, short support right here, which we'll probably get at the 36.62, which we're getting right now in the price. You can see it's bouncing. But I don't expect it to really hold. What will happen? We're going to get some dead cat bounces, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it looks like. No further than there. And something like that's happening. Now, I don't know. Your sister's ass. Now, I don't know if this will continue. But looking at the S&P and looking at the way everything is going and how bad everybody's talking, this wouldn't really surprise me if this continued. So Quant, you asked for Quant, a good one. I don't know if I have that on here, but we did a nice one. If you put in the chats at the end of the videos, sometimes we do talk about everything we possibly can. And this is one of the channels I try to do a live chat for you. And when you talk about an asset, we like to be able to go over it for you. Why not, right? If you're in the live, you're here for a reason, right? You want to talk about something, you're excited. Maybe one day when we have 1 million, we're not going to be able to do this anymore. So let's keep doing it until we can, right? Let's be happy about that. Quant, that's quantum. There it is. Is that it right there? Please help me out. I need the four letters. Oh, there it is. That is it. Okay, so currently looking at this right now. I always start over fresh because we have not looked at this in a very, very long time. Let's pay attention because I remember this. Whoo! I like this. I like this a lot. And you can currently see what is happening. There is something happening. We're looking at a weekly, from a weekly perspective there, and I don't know if that's the way to go, right? We got to really break this down. This is fun. A lot of people find this stuff fun. I think it's more fun when someone does your asset and when someone's actually doing something you want to do, right? And we got to get going because I actually have to leave soon. But currently, right now, this is great. You can see that there is a support resistance level. This price is so important on the quant. QNT. And if anyone's interested in this, you may want to watch this because this thing has came from a very long way. And currently right now I have a thing where I like to do and people don't see the patterns. I have a wonderful eye for it. Someone told me maybe this is a gift. And I guess it is a gift, right? Because everyone can do something special that not other people can do. And maybe you didn't see this. Maybe you're going to see this. And now I want you to see what I see. And it's not Christmas time, so we're not going to sing Do You See What I See? But currently right now, that's what I saw. That's what I see coming in. And if I did technical analysis, and it's pretty cool because I actually am a guy who does this kind of stuff, so hit the like and subscribe. Currently, from what I see right now, is something similar to that towards the downside. And this is called an inverted head and shoulders pattern. And I do like this because this would be like a left shoulder developing. We don't really talk about this. And then I do see that. And right now, currently, this is pretty much establishing exactly where we're going. So if I do break through, and this is fun as hell, so I hope more people come instead of leaving. This is fantastic. Wow, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's not McDonald's. I really am loving this. Look at these points. So pay attention definitely to mention all these points. Currently right now, 144. We came all the way from $150. Currently trading 88 right now. So it's like when is enough? When is enough for the fall? So on the daily chart right now, you wouldn't know, but we have been going nothing but up. The price was all the way down to $34 at one point. You could have bought this. Whoo! I remember this trading in the 255, then all the way to 400, and here it is, almost 400, as you can see right there on the head. Whew! If we only knew that that was the head, right, we'd all be rich as AF. But ladies and gentlemen, we're starting to find out the patterns, right? This is why we watch this channel. And if you could see the repeat history of what's going on, you would have known already. Here it is. So what are we doing? We're basically looking to find the level of the resistance on when we could break. So 136 currently right now on this downward slope. If I was continuing the slope, right, and we would have to continue the slope like this. Let me see if I can get this right. If we were to continue to slope down, I would find a price level, and it would tell me something similar. And I'll see where we go, because this is where it really tells me. And dead on the nose. Wow, 130, 127, somewhere in that range. You're going to find yourself hopefully breaking out of this shoulder and then coming through. So we'll see what happens. What I want to do is this. So I'm going to leave this here for everybody on Quant. A good one. Enjoy this. We're going to do that. We're basically going to find a price of support, and it's going to snake down to the right or either come straight down and hit here as resistance after this wonderful pickup. Because if you see the daily, this is almost like chain link. It's been doing something different than everything else. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 days. It was continuing to go up. Well, nothing goes up forever. A nice week of money is beautiful. If you really pay attention to what was happening, we went to the weekly. Well, if you really pay attention, you really want to know what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you just ignore the last day, it was going up for almost a month. And currently right now, the head and shoulders pattern is looking fantastic. So that's what we're going to look at now, and this is what I'm paying attention to every single time it hits this line. Where is the price where I buy the final dip, and it makes a shoulder. But the problem with that could be is everybody likes to make money. Do they sell out? So look for the fall here coming in. We could come down all the way back. What would we retest if we started falling? Probably to the 105. So don't get scared. The manipulation will take you there, or perhaps the 88. So we're going to watch this. I'm going to watch this very closely. I do like the TA on this. $88 could retouch. I hope it doesn't. It would be wiping out a whole month of progress to the upside. You don't want that to happen. So we'll see if we can get a couple days down and then a nice spike. This would ultimately be something I like to call a cup and handle. Many people don't understand until you see it and you're like, oh. So pay attention to that. Like I said, could come all the way down. 110 is starting to look beautiful on the daily. So on the daily, I have $88. Yes, I see that. But ultimately 110, that is a beautiful price to come back to and buy more. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. I think that cup, that handle, could come all the way down to there. That'd be fantastic. Not financial advice, just a gentleman twice as nice. Come all the way down and then get us back to the upside. Pay attention to your volume. Pay attention to your Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin runs the show. He tells you everything, whether you're going to make money or whether you're not. Bitcoin is going down and falling. There's only one asset that I've been able to find that can continue to go up, and that's Terra Luna Classic. So if you're wondering what is the money grabber, what is the one that the whales are watching the most, I think the entire world has their eyes on Terra Luna Classic. So why? Because the one basically took everyone's money and wiped people's money out. And you know what? There has to be an asset. There has to be something that was created to get everyone's money back, right? And what is it? Well, it's Terra Luna, I'll tell you right now. This asset was definitely made for people in the crypto space as a hush-hush to help get their money back. And yes, this was the news of the burn, but we knew about the burn. It wasn't a big surprise. It just happens to be that they did it. A lot of people bought it. And if you pay attention to what's happening here, we are seeing some wonderful things happen. It's the same kind of thing for Quant. So Wall Street Pete's sick dough in crypto. If you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, every day we go over technical analysis, crypto space, crypto news. You hit the like, you hit the subscribe, and the bell all notifications. A gentleman who used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange, used to work in options, a natural gas pit. So if anybody was wondering what actual pit next to heated oil, crude oil, I miss it so much. It's a wonderful place. Met thousands and thousands. Imagine working with hundreds and hundreds of people all day. If you're not a people person now, imagine being next to them. They're pushing into you. I got to go talk to my broker. I got to tell him something very important. And I got you slamming into me, trading, screaming, not knowing. $5,000 if you punch someone in the face. I haven't talked about it in probably 6 months to a year, but yes. See this place? If you were a broker and you punched someone in the face and you didn't get kicked out and you were a very important person, which, of course, like the rest of the world, right? You don't get in trouble unless you're important. No one else is important, right? Just that person. $5,000 fine. I believe if you did it again, it was automatic out. But of course, right? They allow someone to get knocked out because you just took $100,000 from me trading. Right here, I bought 100 from you. I sold 100, right? my fingers this way. I'm selling 100 on my head. 10, 20. That's how they did it. 100. That's how they did signs. This was sideways for 6, 7, 8. That's how you traded. 8 lots. I would have 3 fingers sideways. It would equal the 5 plus the sideways. It's just how it worked. It was a wonderful place. I learned a lot. But if I said this, right, and you said, I said 8 Bitcoin, and you are saying that I said 3, it's a 5 different Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do that math real quick. We're in the trading ring. We're in the Bitcoin ring. Imagine that would be awesome. I wish there was a Bitcoin ring. Let's go and work the Bitcoin ring in a second. Real quick before we go, I just want to talk about this. We're back in the falling wedge. It's pretty wild. And it was probably the stupid news over what happened with Luna, because the money goes and flows with everything in the crypto space. I want you to understand this, though, as we're coming back. This is a very bearish indicator. Good that we touched up here a couple times. We want to touch there more often. So if we don't start touching here, what's happening is this is winning. So the falling touches are winning. What's going to happen eventually, the more and more you ask for her number to go down to hell, to Satan, you're going to find yourself down to Satan. That's why I keep having this red line here. So anyone who stayed to the end of the video, pay attention to what I just broke down here. This is a descending, falling. This is a descending triangle pattern. Symmetrical pattern usually breaks down to the downside. So eventually we're going to break down to this 18.7. I keep telling you that we're holding beautifully. If not, we have to break out. So if we don't break out and finally go above the 20,400, Bitcoin is not going to have a chance. Ethereum, I do believe Ethereum, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be trading into this price. We're going to be somewhere here soon. If we don't see momentum coming, the Ethereum is a gaining speed and steam upon Bitcoin. I know it. Look at the falling price. We're holding the falling support here. I do believe we continue to do so. We'll see what happens. We need a nice bounce coming. We've been falling for a long time. And if you see this, it's almost time we get that steam back to the upside. I see it coming, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not just saying ladies, I just was going to say ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. So your last hurrah. You can see the support resistance flipping. We're building support. We're looking for a nice, big, massive move to the upside. Many levels to find out when it's happening. If you followed me from all the way to, what's the date? Watch the video from September 15th, okay? I challenge you right now. Go do something if you're bored, or if you just want to learn how to make money. Follow me from September 15th. I said, everyone, if we break the 1569, we're going to fall all the way down. Be careful. We'll be trading 1423. Well, shit. It's exactly what we did. I know. It's everything that I've been calling. It keeps happening. If you pay attention, now I'm telling you, boring sideways action. I know there's a bearish divergence coming. We could fall a little more down, but if you notice, there's very much room to go to the upside. So we have to pay attention to that. Obviously, relative strength, volume, all types of things, the MACD. Pay attention to it as you get to the longer terms. It's looking more and more bullish. As you can see, the daily, boom, right? Coming up, starting to go to the upside from down there. And as you can see here on the weekly, we're really low and coming to the up. And the last few times we did that, well, we're talking about years ago, 2018 on a 4-year cycle. So not much to talk about here. We're finally going to go learn from some of the best traders in the world. As you can see here in this pit, screaming and yelling. I wish there was a Bitcoin. 5 Bitcoin difference. Could you imagine? I'm screaming 3 with my hand. This guy's screaming 8, officially the right way. And then we have a 5 Bitcoin discrepancy. If it's trading 20,000, we have a $100,000 problem going in the wrong direction. And imagine Bitcoin moving in a candle up or down aggressively in that time frame. Yes, this is the market. Welcome to a crazy Wall Street place. Have a great day on Wall Street. Pete Sicto and crypto. I wish I had time to tell you more stories. I can't wait. I'm going to try and get a couple people from the floor to come on my channel. I would love to have them and interview them and talk about it, maybe on Zoom. Some of the crazy stories we've had in the pits and some of the craziest shit that's gone on. All right, love y'all. Peace in and peace out. I hope you enjoy the videos. Hit the bell, all notification from a guy who actually did it. Please be very careful. Comment section. They're getting worse.